Good morning, students. I hope you have already done simple PL/SQL programs that we have discussed earlier. Now we are moving towards control structures that we are going to use in PL/SQL, right? Now, if we're talking about control structures that we're going to use in PL/SQL, so control structures we have already done in other programming languages also, like in C and C++. So the concept will be same, but the syntax that we are going to use in PL/SQL, that will be different, obviously. So various control structure that is available is sequential control, and then we have conditional control, and then we have iterative control, and we have done all these type of controls in other programming languages also. So I hope you all are aware of these kind of controls. And if we're talking about sequential control, what is that? It is basically execution of the program line wise, right? So if we're writing any program, the programs that we have done till now, so that was based on sequential control because we were not using any kind of other control. The code was executed line wise, so that comes under sequential control, right? So the next control that we're going to use in PL/SQL will be conditional control. It is most frequently used as per the requirement of the user. So basically, if we're talking about conditional control, so it is used to execute statements based on some conditions, right? So the condition may be any. If the condition is true, the statement will be executed. And we have already done in C and C++ also. It's nothing new. So the flowchart will be same. We have put some kind of condition. If it is true, the statements will be executed. If it is false, statement will not be executed. It's very simple. And but now in case of PL/SQL, what difference we are noticing over here? We are using if then keyword statement, right? So basically, this is the syntax for if statement. We are putting if keyword first, then we have to put condition that depend upon the program and the requirement of the user, what kind of conditions we want to put over here, and then we have to use then keyword followed by the statements, and then we have to end this if statement also. So we have to use end if then semicolon, right? Now we are taking a simple example that is based on simple if statement. We are writing a PL/SQL program to check whether a given number is even or not. So it's very simple program and the logic is very simple, and we have already done in C and C++ programming languages also. So to check whether the number is even or not, we just need a number. So in case of declare section, we are having a variable that is n, that is for number of number type, and then in begin we are entering the value through user. So we are using the concept of reference variable name, assignment operator, ampersand. So we have discussed it earlier. And now we are using if statement. How we are going to use in PL/SQL? We are writing if keyword, then condition. Condition is what? N mod 2. Mod means modulus operator that is used in PL/SQL. So basically it is used to store the remainder. N mod 2, if it is equal to 0, then keyword, and then we are displaying the output that will be the number is even, right? And now we have to end this if statement also. So we are using end, then space, then if statement, and then we are ending the program. Right now, after saving the file and running it, we will be getting output like this. Suppose the number that is entered by user is 4, so the number is even and PL/SQL procedure successfully completed now. The next statement that we're going to use is if then else statement. We are just adding else part in if statement. So basically this is the flowchart for that. If you're putting a condition over here, and if it is true, execute this block of statement. Otherwise, if it is false, execute this block of statement. So in case of syntax, what we are doing here, we are just using if statement first, if condition, then followed by the statements, and then we are adding else part also. So else, then statement 2, and then end if, right? So it's very simple. Now to understand the concept of if then else statement, we are taking the same example, and if you want to check the whether the number is even or odd, now we are just adding else part in the same program. uh, Here it is. We are using otherwise the rest of the program that will be same. We are just adding else part and then we are displaying a line, because if the number is not even, it will be obviously odd number. So we want to display over here, and we are just using and if and then end statement. And one more thing, in this program the programmer is using integer instead of number, but I don't advise you to use integer, because it is only for integer value, and in PL SQL we always recommend to use number data type, because that also used to store floating value, right? So this if a number entered by user is 7, so now if it will come in the else part, and it will display like this: 7 is odd, and the PL SQL program successfully completed. Okay. Now we can use this type of statement in PL SQL also, if then else if statement, and this is the flowchart for this, and it gives the concept of else if letter that we have previously used in C and C++. Basically it allows you to choose between several alternatives, right? So if you are putting condition 1 over here, if it is false it will check another one, and so on. So that is how it gives the concept of else if letter. But now in case of syntax, we just putting if, then condition 1, then keyword and statement 1, and now we are putting else if condition 2, but we are not writing else if complete, we are just writing ELSIF. So this is the point that we have to remember. And at last we are using else and default statement, and then we have to end this if. So that's all about this kind of statement, and we can also use nested if else that we have used in C and C++ in the same manner, right? So here is the example which is based on the previous type of if else statement. We are using else if letter in this case, and we are writing a program in PL SQL to print the grade of students, which depends upon the conditions. Basically these are given over here, and in case of declare section we are having a number n, which is basically used to represent the percentage of a student. So that will be in begin section, that will be entered by user, and that number obviously it should from 1 to 100. So this if is basically used for this: if number is greater than equal to 1 and n is less than equal to 100, then we are coming on the next slide. Now we are putting a condition with the if statement: if n is greater than equal to 80, then grade A, and then we are using else if letter ELSIF for another condition, and so on, and at last this is your default statement. And now we are ending this if, that is this one. So this is the block, inner block basically. And now this else part is basically the else part of the first if statement that we have entered, that the number should from 1 to 100. And now suppose the user enter a number 101, then this part will be executed. Now we are ending that first if, and now we are ending the program, and this is the output that we're going to get after execution. And PL SQL procedure successfully completed. Now you need to do a lot of practice of these kind of programs that is related with control structures, and if you have any kind of query you can contact me. Thank you.